Hello, New York. New York. I don't know, there's a chant or something that you guys do. Hello, everyone. Thank you, it's nice for having me, and thank you all for coming out tonight. When I say this is a dream come true, I absolutely mean it, because I'm just a silly Aussie who posts funny pictures online, aren't I? And I've written here, say that part in a funny voice to give you confidence for the rest of the speech. You can only get better from here. Thank you. That's good. I'm literally flying home to Sydney tomorrow, so I feel incredibly blessed to be here tonight. And if the IRS asks what I'm doing here, tell them I'm on holiday and that this is an open mic night. For those who don't know me, I've prepared an introduction video that should tell you a little bit about myself. Oh, what?
Hi, I'm Elliot.
I'm Elliot. I'm a graphic design content creator known online as Elliot is a cool guy, currently living and working on Gadigal land in Sydney, Australia. Fun fact, in Latin, graphic design content creator translates to dickhead who likes to brag about how many social media followers he has. But I don't think that's true. That's not an accurate translation. I have over 400,000 followers across Instagram and YouTube. And if you're trying to visualize what 400,000 people looks like, take a look around. There are 400,000 people here tonight. Trust me, for those that are watching on YouTube. I made a career out of taking the piss out of the graphic design industry through the power of graphic design. And I know what you're thinking. That's impossible. A funny graphic designer who's also cute in a very Australian way? Am I dreaming? But don't pitch yourself. This is reality. And I hated reading that joke out loud. I've been Elliot is a cool guy for 4 years now, and thanks to the beautiful Instagram algorithm, I've had my work exposed to millions of like-minded people, which has led me to work with some absolutely lovely clients, and also some clients. I'm now going to talk about my work a little bit and show you some posters that I think are funny and explain why they are funny. This one says, graphic design is very important. No, it isn't. But who will make the signs? I don't care. That one's funny because it got a lot of likes on Instagram. This one says, taxes? Oh no, I'm a graphic designer. I don't have to do those, haha. That one's funny because it got a lot of likes on Instagram. And this one's a 3, and this one's fun. The back one says, I don't have a degree, I hope that's okay. The middle one says, YouTube taught me everything I know. And the front one says, most of my CV is work I did for free. And this one is funny because it got a lot of likes on... All right. Fun fact about this one, this post here was my very first attempt at the design comedy thing. It was my first post on Instagram. It's a series of honest business cards expressing my anxieties about proving yourself as a designer. If anyone was on design Instagram in like 2019 to 2020, you might remember the poster on black background era that just like dominated my feed, right? All you had to do was post a design on a black background and you could join the scene. This was everywhere. So this post blew up, yeah? I got a notification for every like, and I don't think I've experienced that much dopamine in my life. That first day was insane. So that little bit of confidence was enough for me to say, fuck it, I'm a funny guy, I can make more jokes, let's see what happens if I keep posting. And so I kept posting, and the page really started to kick off. December 2019 comes around, and everyone is posting about this. Remember these? Remember this shit? Yeah. I just had to get in on the trend. So I made my magnum opus, What Font Are You? 4 million people used this filter in the first 3 days. And Instagram was like, ooh, people are engaging with this account. Let's boost everything he's ever posted. And that gave me all the momentum I needed to start taking this thing seriously. And if you're wondering what font I am, I'd like to think of myself as the font Cool Vetica. Because Elliot is a cool guy. I didn't write the punchline for that one. I now exist at the intersection of graphic design and comedy. My posters attempt to reflect my honest experience as a graphic designer, navigating the industry through the beautiful medium that is graphic design. Sometimes I'll describe my work as design memes designed well. Catchy, right? Yes. In the past year, my YouTube channel has kicked off too, which means I now get recognized in public, which makes me feel really cool and awesome. I'm a big theatre kid at heart and an improviser and comedian outside of being Elliot is a cool guy, so YouTube works great for me as it very much feels like I'm performing. That's right, I do improv and YouTube and graphic design, which means I'm great at speaking at public, great at speaking in front of a camera, and I'm terrible at speaking to people at parties. Ha ha ha. Funny, right? That was a joke about how graphic designers are awkward and have trouble making friends. It's self-deprecating humor, which in my extensive practical research is the most common type of humor among graphic designers. We take the piss out of ourselves because it's easy when being a graphic designer sucks so much, right? Isn't it just the worst? Oh, Comic Sans. Shut up. Let me be completely honest. I don't care too much about graphic design. Like, it's good, sure, but I reckon I got like 5 more years in me, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I don't actually like it that much. I don't even tell people I'm a graphic designer anymore because I don't really do graphic design. I don't do client work because I suck at branding, and I'm also very sensitive. There was a time a few weeks ago where this presentation actually looked designed, but then I thought, no, and now it looks like this shit. In fact, when someone asks me what I do for a living now, I've now started saying, I'm a YouTuber, which means they'll ask, what's your channel? And I get to watch them open my channel on their phone as they say, oh wow, you're actually a YouTuber, haha. And I'll say, yeah, haha. And then I'll leave early because I have so much work to do. Oh, Squarespace wants a video by the end of the month. Oh, I gotta get out of here, guys. See ya. So if I don't really see myself as a graphic designer, and I don't really give a shit about graphic design, what do I do all this for? This is the page Design is Humor. My nemesis, my lover, and confidently self-described as the largest design meme account on the internet. I truly believe this is some of the worst content on the internet right now, yet the page has almost 1 million followers. 1 million followers. If you're trying to visualize what 1 million followers looks like, there's 1 million people here tonight. Look around. This was the benchmark of design comedy, and design is humor is still growing. 1 million followers is huge for an industry-specific meme page in general, right? Watch this. Posted that on the page. Yes, I think about this page way too much. Yes, it's definitely similar across other industries, and yes, I have been blocked from seeing Design is Humor's stories. We don't need to talk about it. I don't know how that happened. But I think there's something here. I truly believe this is a product of an industry that takes itself so seriously that we can only laugh at our own misery, right? We send and share, bad posture, 4 hours of sleep, third coffee this hour, working for exposure, client sent the logo in a Word doc, what's your rate, new final.psd, we're off to a good start, minimalism is ruining the world, don't judge a book by its cover, the graphic designer who designed the cover, unnamed layers, unpaid invoices, client backseat designing, hovering over your shoulder while Photoshop crashed for the 20th time today, I'll update my portfolio tomorrow, graphic designers have no friends, did you know the avatar logo is in papyrus? Your design doesn't mean anything, it has no purpose, we are problem solvers, pixel pushers, we serve the client as we make it pop and make the logo bigger. Canva isn't a real design tool. PNG with a fake transparent background. Design can't be art. Design can't be fun. Design is exhausting. Graphic design is my passion, yeah. But then we look at designers on our feed and we're like, wow, they loved making that. You can just tell. People who love designing that much can't hide it. They are their work. It's experimental, it's personal, and it's full of choices that make you say, that's cool, and I have no idea why, and I'm so jealous of them. I always thought that kind of love for your work was reserved for artists. I think we're told far too often that graphic design is strictly a service and that it can't exist without the client. And if that works for you, no bloody worries. But sometimes, it's nice to design for yourself, which brings me to my favorite thing I've ever done in my career, Design Chef. Design Chef was a weekly 3-hour live stream I ran on my Twitch channel. The premise was simple. I would give everyone a challenge, like design a poster using only text or design a postcard for a fictional destination. We'd then all individually complete the challenge in 60 minutes in whatever way we'd like. Once finished, everyone would submit their design to a Discord server and I'd pull up each design on stream and talk about them. And there was one rule that both me and everyone watching had to follow. No criticism allowed. Gasp, says Design Reddit. Design Chef started as a little bit of fun. It was funny. Design Chef started as a little bit of fun during lockdown, yeah? Like just a way for some young creatives to do some designing without the pressure of clients or social media judgment. We just made stuff, experimented, and didn't think too much about it. But as the weeks went by and the seasons went on, yes, there were seasons, Broadway, Design Chef became an event. Yeah, we went from 30 viewers to 200, which might not sound like much, but I swear it's a pretty good number for a graphic design stream on Twitch. And if you're trying to visualize what 200 people looks like, take a look around. I want to quickly show you some work by some Design Chef Hall of Famers. And let me remind you, the challenge is revealed in minute 1, and then you get only 60 minutes to design. On the left, we have Gio, an insanely talented designer I have had the pleasure of meeting and one of the best people working in the industry. I have never seen someone pour more effort into literally every design they do. And on the right, we have Burz, who is here tonight, I believe. Get up here! Just kidding. She is here. Burz is a designer whose playfulness and willingness to experiment single-handedly spurred a generation of design chefs and Instagram designers to have more fun, break rules, and embrace the authentic style within yourself. The text in this poster is literally made from Play-Doh, right? Unreal. And this design here was made by a parent whose daughter chefed along with them, and she wrote, "Try to touch the sky." How sweet is that? The love and effort people put into those 60 minutes consistently, week after week, was incredible. But if you can't criticize, what on earth do you say when presented with a design in front of you? You compliment it, yeah? You compliment the shit out of it. You compliment the idea, right? The thing that can't be taught as directly as technical skill. The skill will develop over time, but the no criticism rule gave those designers confidence. Confidence that their ideas are good and confidence to keep designing no matter what level of experience they were at. Confidence to look at their work and say, that is my design and I have something more to offer than just fulfilling a client's brief. Graphic design can really suck. I've been told to literally make it pop like 3 times before, right? But I think back to 12-year-old Elliot who would spend hours on the Photoshop free trial learning how to make a cool vintage retro wallpaper from a YouTube tutorial and show it off to the whole family. So while I may not give a shit about graphic design, I sure do care about graphic designers. Thank you so much, everyone.